the Captain America movie in this movie. Oh, and here's a little treat for you guys if you didn't catch it the first time. Emil Borsky, the guy that Tim Roth is playing, the soldier from Russia or whatever, and General Ross, who's played by William Hurt. Remember that scene where they're talking about, when Borsky confronts Ross about, you didn't warn us about what we were walking into and all that? Well, pay real close attention to the background. There's a portrait of a man, and beneath it, it says Steve Rogers, which is the guy who is Captain America. So you do get to see a portrait of the character. Anyway, during that scene, you get to hear a lot about the whole super soldier serum and all that went on during WW2. Now, I did find one part of this confusing. I mean, didn't all the super soldier serum end with Steve Rogers when he became the Captain America? I remember clearly that the person who made the serum gets shot by the Nazis while administering it to Steve Rogers. So how is it that they have this whole locker room full of the serum? The serum's recipe or whatever is supposed to be lost because the only person who knew it was the fucking scientist dude who died. Now later on in comics, what they did do was have similar syrups that did not have the effect that had on Steve Rogers. And there were some other stories where they said, oh yeah, we have some extra syrup, but whenever we give it to someone, they become super soldier, but they become, fucking bonkers insane. And they go on and saying that Steve Rogers was really unique in the way that he took the syrup, that he was the only successful trial of it. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but, I mean, the way they have it, then how come they haven't been administering it to a whole bunch of people instead of Borsky and fucking Steve Rogers? And the syrup is so fucking precious and all. Why are they giving it to the soldier dude? Now, I understand Ross wants to capture Bruce Banner, and in that way, he tries to give the Borsky character, the soldier character, the serum, so he actually may have a chance on, taking down the Hulk. But they don't really get into detail, why he's giving him this syrup. First off, he doesn't really know the soldier too well. It's not like they've worked together for a long time. It's just this guy who gets recruited to him, and he just gives it to him like that, like it's nothing. He doesn't, realize the risk that he's taking. He doesn't know this guy's mental state or whatever. He does end up going on a fucking rampage when he becomes the Abomination. But, you're just going to give that to someone you barely know? Alright, going on to the next scene where they confront the Hulk again. This time it's at that college campus or whatever, and you get to see the Hulk in daylight. And I don't know about you, but that fight had it reminded me a lot of the first movie. It was a lot of the same setup as the first movie. Jeeps with guns on them, fucking tanks and helicopters. There was one thing that did catch my eye during that fight. Remember when he picks up those two scraps of metal in his hands? One is kind of like the shape of a shield, and the other one is the shape of a sword or whatever. That was a reference, I believe, to Planet Hulk. And again, those of you who are not familiar with the comic books, Hulk gets sent off to a fucking other planet because he's a danger to humanity. And it's like this. Just imagine the movie Gladiator, but a whole planet of gladiators. So Hulk ends up taking over the whole damn planet and becomes, they end up calling him the Green King. Anyway, just the whole time he's fighting all these other gladiators and he's a slave. It's just like the movie Gladiator, but put Hulk in the middle of it. So that was definitely a reference to Planet Hulk. And I don't know about you, but those Soundwave guns were fucking ridiculous if you ask me. They're shooting him with sound, and he can't move, and it was just stupid. It's supposed to be sound. How come all the other people's ears are not bleeding, but the Hulk is grabbing his ears? How do you focus that sound into just these little beams and shit? It's just stupid. My favorite part about pretty much the whole movie, actually, was when Borsky, pre-Abomination, confronts the Hulk after that whole thing happens, and just the way he moves, just the way he's going fighting the Hulk, where he's doing all this crazy acrobatic shit. If that's anything what we're gonna expect to see in the Captain America movie, I cannot wait. A normal guy taking on the Hulk But I mean, he's able to match every move of his. Just that one scene alone just got me so excited to go that about the concept of a Captain America movie. Which is kind of ironic because every time I think of a Captain America movie, I remember that piece of shit Captain America movie that came out in the 90s. God, that movie was so bad. See, after the success of the Batman movie, the original Batman movie with Tim Burton, Marvel wanted to make their own superhero movie, and they thought, hey, why not let's make Captain America? I mean, after all, Batman was DC's headway guy, and at that time, Captain America was Marvel's headway guy, so they were like, yeah, we'll make our own movie. They put a shit guy to direct the movie, who made, I don't know, he made like the Cyborg movie. Remember fucking Cyborg? I don't. The movie was just so disappointing that, I mean, they had screenings and nobody liked it, so it ended up going straight to video. I remember renting that video, and I was like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, and then ever since then, like occasionally every like year, 2-3 years, I'll be like, hey, I got an idea, let's go see the Captain America movie again. I'll pop it in, and just 10 minutes in, I'll just take it out, and I'll be like, now I remember why I don't want to see this again. Anyway, going back to the Hulk movie now, is it me, or was the Hulk in this movie adorable? I like the way he looks. He looks way better than he did in the original 2003 Hulk movie. But I mean, there were scenes where when he's in the cave with that girl, and when he's all calm and stuff, he has that cute little button nose, and I just want to pinch those cheeks for some reason. He looked adorable. Oh, and some funny thing. There were some funny scenes in this movie as well as like when they're on the run and. What's her name? Betty Ross, who's played by I don't remember her name. It's the lead singer from Aerosmith. That's her daughter, who's playing Betty Ross in this movie. And there's that scene where he gives them those stretchy purple pants, and he's like, "No way." That was pretty funny. There was one part in the movie that didn't really made me mad or anything, but it was kind of annoying. Every time you see Tim Roth without a shirt, the more and more throughout the movie, you see them like spray paint, what was it called, sandblast, or I don't know what it's called. They pretty much put a fake six-pack on this guy and fake muscles. He's a skinny little dude, and they do the whole 300 thing with him, and they just paint those abs on there, paint those lines, and I don't know about you, but it was just laughably fake, the whole muscles that they put on him. Another thing, don't get me wrong, I love Tim Roth, I love the character that he portrayed in this movie, but was I the only person who felt like he just didn't really give a damn during this whole movie? His acting was kind of lackluster, if you ask me. Like, the whole time, it's just, they have him say, they're quick to say that, oh, he was born in Russia, but he went to school in England and shit. Pretty much, Tim Roth did not want to do the whole Russian accent. Top that off with the fact that he has these fake muscles and all that. It just seems to me that the guy was not really too into his role, which kind of pisses me off because, and his acting, it was fine. It was nothing too spectacular, but just fine all around. But that did kind of piss me off because the whole time I'm watching this guy on the screen, it's like he doesn't want to be there. It's like, I'm here for the paycheck, that's all. Well, going off on the Abomination. Next up, you see the birth of the leader, which, in my opinion, it has to be one of the weirdest Marvel supervillains I've ever seen. I'm not going to say much about the leader. I'm just going to say that he's Hulk gamma radiationized, but instead he gets a really big brain. He has the power to control people, and when I first saw this, I had to go to a friend of mine who knows a lot about the Hulk, and I had to ask him, hey, what's up with the leader? What are his powers? What's so special about this guy? And he explained to me that what he does most of the time is make giant robots to fight the Hulk. And I'm sitting there going, and that's pretty much it. There's been times where he's controlled the Hulk. There's been times where he just sends out robots to attack the Hulk. I'm definitely going to get some people on here correcting me on this, but in my opinion, what the fuck is the